Good full moon Saturday night, everybody. It's about 8 o'clock. Getting dark a whole lot earlier, obviously, now. It'll be dark in less than an hour. Skies are looking somewhat promising to be able to see the full moon. But moonrise is 8:32, moon sets 5:30 in the morning or something. But last night around 10 o'clock, 10:30 or so, it was just coming above the trees. So I don't know if we'll be able to stay up now that we're getting old late enough to see it up in the sky, but we'll see how it goes. But as you all know too, full moon usually means more weird things happening, and definitely going into fall, usually have more activity. I heard something the other night, seriously, that could only be a Bigfoot. I don't even know what else to say. When I had my microphone out here, I heard it, and I was like, holy crap, I wasn't sure that I heard it. Sometimes your brain hears things if you're sitting there watching TV, kind of just listening to the microphone. And I'll get it together and put it in a recording for you guys to hear, but I thought it was amazing. It's just like kind of like Bobo did on Finding Bigfoot. So anyways, we'll be back by the fire in a bit. Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll have some cats joining us too. Morty, Shelby, a little bit. Mr. Casey, I'm sure will come back out. Lily does not want to come outside anymore, and I'm okay with that. 6 of the cats come outside. The rest of them are pretty much staying in the house. And we got Mr. Onyx in his place on the cat tree. Alright, fire's lit. It's 8:20. It's only like 10 minutes later than that last little segment I just recorded, so definitely getting dark quick. Just a little health update. I had a test done today. I actually had an ultrasound done on my throat. It's the same thing they do when they want to look at a pregnant woman's baby in her belly. They put the gel on there and use the wand and scan it and take pictures and short videos and all that crap. So now I just have to wait for the radiologist to look at it and see if that's what I got going on. If not, then we're still at square zero, and I don't know what the doctor's going to do if that's not a thing. We'll be back, possibly with Carl visiting us. Check this out, guys. The dog that used to run wild and never listen, I let her out when I came out and recorded that first segment, and she just came right back and listened to me. Now she wants to eat some grass. And there's somebody down visiting the 2 older ladies that live down there, grandkids or something. So we will be experiencing some outside interference tonight, unfortunately.
Keep watching the sky, you might see him fly.
That owl is really close, guys. Come on. I don't think we've ever had an owl this close to us. That is so cool. And our neighbors are being very, very loud. The owl's got to be right in the treetop across from us. Oh, come on, keep talking. But yeah, them guys down there are a little bit loud tonight. We realize the sound carries down the water too, but still, we're never that loud out here. Can't have quiet all the time, right? Everybody's entitled to have a bonfire. Looks like the owl shut up. Isn't that a bummer? Guess it's better than not hearing it at all. Tracy's trying to get a reaction.
The only time I've ever actually seen an owl was silhouetted and flying, like over the treetops.
That's true, we've never actually seen one.
Nope. There was one that landed in that tree a couple falls ago, and I could just see the outline of it. And then I've seen them flying, but I've never actually, like, lit up an owl. And there was that screech owl that was in this tree that one time. Jesus. That'll wake you up. When it sounds like somebody's being murdered right outside your bedroom window.
And guys, it looks like Carl's not going to make it because he went kayaking and then put off eating dinner, and probably now he's scared of the bear, even though no one's seen the bear in months. Pretty much, what, early June?
Yeah.
Once the trees, all the leaves filled in on the trees, no one saw the bear anymore.
Nope.
So maybe we'll see it this fall. Who knows?
I don't know why you would put off eating dinner like that. I'm on a schedule. That's why when he comes over between 6, 7 o'clock and it's like, oh, you're eating. Yes, it's dinner time.
Well, guys, some of you were probably wondering how Tracy's canning project went. Fantastic. I just had some of the peaches for the second time, and they are delicious.
And they only took 5 hours.
Yeah, a lot of work, but it's worth it. And Carl is on his way down, he says, so hopefully his chitter-chatter will drown out the neighbors.
8
yakking.
quarts and 6 pints.
Yeah. Mr. Estimate by 1, she got 1 more quart, right, than you thought?
One more pint than I thought I was going to. No, actually, no, 1 more quart. I thought I was going to get 7 quarts and 6 pints, and I got 8 quarts and 6 pints.
So really cool. The moon is trying to come up right there. It's about halfway, just a little past halfway to the height of the trees across from us. So Tracy and I, for those of you guys that live overseas, a lot of you do, in fact probably 80% of our comments come from the UK and Germany and that area, I would say, but as far as we know, we don't know where everyone's from. But anyways, we too were sad and very sad by the passing of the Queen.
Oh, God.
Tracy took it way harder than me, but...
I feel like my grandmother died.
Yeah, me too. I mean, geez, I'm 6 years older than Tracy, so, you know, it's just everything I even paid attention to on the news in the late 60s, early 70s, the Queen this or the Queen that one, you know, she was always there. And I saw the coolest picture yesterday of she was knighting a black cat. I thought that was just awesome. Just coolest picture. But yes, we were saddened very much too, guys, so...
I just always adored her because, I mean, right or wrong, whatever she did, but she just... No one else in the world ever gave 70 years of their life to their duty, to their country, putting everything else first.
Or to anything, really.
Yeah. You know, she was the country's backbone.
And her love of animals was pretty amazing to me.
And she was pretty funny. She she was a funny lady.
And being a mechanic in World War II was pretty incredible.
Yeah. She could take apart an engine and put it back together. I thought that was cool. But yeah, she was just an amazing lady.
Sorry to interrupt, but it sounded like I just heard something cracking across the river.
No, I didn't.
But, okay. Well,
you know, she just always, she always impressed me. You know, I think so much of the world nowadays just is overly emotional. Like every thought, every passing glimmer of anything, they post it online. You know, nobody has any privacy anymore. Nobody has any, you know, control of emotions. Everything just kind of pours out.
yeah, it's just amazing. There was a statistic they put out that she was the queen for 30% of the whole United States existence, as the United States existed as the United States.
30% of the presidents, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Just absolutely hilarious. It's like, are you kidding me?
Ah, the alien ship has landed.
God. You have to pull that thing up right here.
At least he brings his own chair.
God. But yeah, I've already taken the day off of work for her funeral.
Yeah.
I will not miss that.
Huh?
The Queen, man. We're talking about the Queen.
Okay. Yeah, they are.
Finally, a raccoon visitor.
I think that's Big Boy.
We have not seen many raccoons even on the security cameras lately.
I think that's Big Boy.
The family has, the babies have grown up and left Mama pretty much, it seems.
Yeah.
Come on out where we can see you.
Okay.
There we go.
Ah, Mr. Raccoon. That's Big Boy because I can tell by his tail. He's got the most beautiful tail.
Yeah, he does.
The black and the gray are so distinct on his tail. They don't blur together at all.
And the way it's been, oh, there he is. I was going to say the way it's been, we won't see him again, but, well, he's back.
Hi, handsome guy. There's a handsome boy. You. Yeah, you. You eating the arrowheads? Yeah.
Definitely found something to eat.
Well, they're tubers. You can see them all growing right in there. And they're tubers. They've got like almost like a potato starchy root system, rhizome thing in the end, and they like them.
Good look at his tail, too.
Got a nice tail. Very nice tail.
Well, I would have to assume he'll swim across eventually tonight.
Yep, he'll be here. At some point.
See, I can see.
Uh-huh. I'm very protective of my lilacs.
It's just after 11 o'clock. Oh, past his bedtime, he said. And the moon is really taking its time coming up. It is only right there.
It's not going to get above the trees
Yeah,
tonight.
there's the top of the trees, and the moon is right there. So, yeah, it does not look like it's going to come up and put us on stage anyways. And our neighbors quieted down. They actually left. 2 of them did anyways on a motorcycle. So, yeah, it's nice and quiet.
I'm just laughing about that. I get up between 6 and 7 every day. So do I. I have to be at work at 7 o'clock, and I'm still up at 11 hours. And I'm working 8 hours.
I know he acts so old. He's like,
What friggin' sleep do you need, dude?
I think he's 7 years younger than me. He's only a year younger than Tracy, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get up between 6 and 7 every day. I'm never up this late. I'm never up at 11 o'clock. I get up at between 6 and 7 every day, and I'm always up this late.
Yeah, we are enjoying another gorgeous night. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I just saw another shooting star.
Cool. The sky stayed clear. It was looking like the sky was going to get cloudy earlier, but it stayed nice and clear. And we still have, it's a little cool, 63, but I'll take it.
Got a fire.
Yeah, got a fire, and it's not going to stay this nice forever. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and only be 65 on Monday, and it's still supposed to be a little better next week, but inevitably it's going to go downhill. So we'll enjoy it while we can. There we go, guys. I put the camera on the low light setting so you can see how close the moon has gotten to the top of the trees. But even with the moon like that, it's still quite light here in the yard. It's quite amazing. There is another celestial body that is just mega bright. I'm having her right there through the tree. Even with the moon right there, this thing is still super bright.
That's because he's closer to us than he has been in 70 years.
What is it?
Jupiter.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
And do you find it odd that it's the closest that it's been in 70 years and the Queen ruled for 70 years?
But it's amazing. I'm having a really hard time getting the camera to find it, but I can see it with my own eye, and it's like it's as bright as the moon.
So when she became queen, it was close to us, and she died, and it's at its closest point again.
There it is, guys. See that sucker poking through the tree? That is just incredibly bright, especially for being that close to the moon. Explain what you just said about the gods and all that.
Jupiter is Zeus, the equivalent of Zeus. Jupiter is Zeus, Roman Greek, king of the gods. That's the planet of kings, or queens, I guess. So when it was at its closest point before, she became queen. Now that it's at its closest point in 70 years, she died. It's kind of creepy.
Wow, that looks incredible on a low light setting. The moon looks like the sun. It's got rays coming off it on this setting. And it's almost midnight, guys, and it made it just about to the top of the trees. What have you been doing, Mr. Morty?
Running through the wet grass, you can see look at the grass, you can see the dew.
Yeah, I know it. You handsome boy.
You are handsome. I really like how the dew's glittering on your fur, though. It's very nice. Yeah. I would pick you up, but you're wet.
Morty.
You're a handsome boy. You're so handsome. Yeah.
And very chatty.
A little bit. You and your brother both. Oh, gee. Oh yeah, roll in it, because you need to get more wet.
Enough. Well, Mr. Morty decided he's going to stay out here with me. Tracy went in to lay down. She's tired. And I still got Mr. Bit and Mr. Shelby with me. And I was going to hang out and see how high the moon was going to get and if I would hear anything. did hear a weird scream. Tracy could hear it with her own ear, and I got it on my audio recorder, so if it's good enough to share with you, I will definitely play it. It was quite weird. Well, I do believe the moon has reached its high point tonight, but check that out. That on the left is Jupiter. And that is incredibly amazing to me that something that far away is that bright, with the light of the moon that close. But the moon started more or less going to the right. It's not going any higher, so I think that's going to do it for me out here tonight. So I'm going to leave my microphone out, stay up for a little longer, and see if I hear anything else. So it's 1 o'clock now. I didn't really think the moon was going to get higher, but look at this amazing shot. That's Jupiter on the left. It's something you'll probably never see again unless you know, specifically come outside looking for it every night. That's just cool. The closest it's been to us in 70 years, like Tracy was saying earlier. It's just a really cool shot to me.